Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ricardo. I'll be your tour guide. Please have your tickets ready. I'll be coming around to collect them. Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ricardo. I'll be your tour guide. You can put away your tickets as you will no longer need these tickets as the tour ends inside the park. Just a couple of rules before we get started. Please do not eat, drink, or smoke while on board, and please remain seated while the tram is in motion. This is for your safety. We do not stop to allow passengers to exit or board once the tour has started. This is a 1-hour narrated tour. Exit to behind the walkways of the zoo and behind the scenes. After the tram tour, take an air conditioned ride at Monorail Station 1, which gives you an overhead view of the park. Tram is not departing. Please stay clear. I would like to personally thank all those passengers on board and thank you for choosing to ride Metro Zoo Tram. As we work our way inside the park, here's a little brief history of Metro Zoo. Metro Zoo was opened in December of 1981. The original location of the zoo was Tram Park at PBC. And Tram Park Zoo was only 45 acres and was unable to grow into a major zoological garden. The zoo was moved to this location and renamed Metro Zoo. This land was originally the Richmond Naval Air Station, where blips were housed during World War II. This parking lot was the actual landing pad for the plane. The property was given to the county by the federal government, with a total of 740 acres for the new zoological park. The zoo is divided into 3 major areas: Asia, Africa, and Australia. We have over 2,000 animals, representing over 400 species. The zoo's future development will include the Amazon and beyond exhibit to include key species such as the jaguars, the anacondas, the giant river otters, the harpy eagles, and multiple species of birds, reptiles, and amphibians. The exhibit is scheduled to open this fall of 2008. Our mission here is to encourage an appreciation for the world's wildlife and to help conserve it for future generations. Metro is also involved in various grading and conservation programs, namely the Conservation Endowment Fund, the Population Management Plan, which includes 21 mammal species, and the Species Survival Plan program, which includes 30 mammal species. Through the Conservation Endowment Fund, Metro will make contributions to organizations and individuals involved in conservation programs worldwide. Such programs include the cheetah and the harpy eagle, which is Canada's national bird. Through the Population Management Program and the Species Survival Plan Program, these programs ensure the survival of selected wildlife species and manage the breeding of species in order to maintain them healthy and self-sustaining populations, which is both genetically diverse and demographically diverse. The rhino, the giant, and many others. Over to your right-hand side, you will see the Gold Coast Railroad Museum. The museum includes a history of old trains, including a private railroad car that was custom built in the 1920s for the President of the United States. The museum also includes a $500,000 model train collection covering a 50-year period. The museum is open daily Monday to Friday, 10 to 4 p.m., and weekends 11 to 4 p.m. Admission is up to $5 and children $3. We are now heading behind the scenes where the public is generally not allowed. This area includes the Conservation Breeding Center, the kitchen, hospital, and other zoo facilities. Our Conservation Breeding Center is our off-exhibit site for the conservation of rare and endangered species. We have devoted this space for the breeding of rare mammals, birds, and reptiles. Breeding Center, we first come to a series of bird enclosures designated for the breeding of rare storks, hornbills, and pheasants. However, the highlight of this collection of rare birds are the harpy eagles. And coming up on your left-hand side, we'll see the harpy eagle. The harpy eagle is Panama's national bird. They have a wingspan of 6 feet, and the female is larger than the male. These birds feed on sloth and monkey, among other forest animals. To date, the zoo has donated $100,000 to the Harpy Eagle project. And also coming up to your left, you will see an Indian rhino. His name is Mohan. He is basically here for retirement purposes. He has been all over the world in many zoos and is here for retirement. Coming up on this next section to your left are the Indian African white-backed vultures in the middle of the pen, and all the way to the right-hand side of the pen you will see the marigold stork. The marigold stork, although a stork, this bird behaves more like a vulture. It stores high for food and uses its large bill to tear meat from animal carcasses, and is one of the largest of any land bird. It has a wingspan of 10 feet, weight up to 25 pounds. Over to the next pen to the far rear, not visible at this time, is the double-wattled cassowary. Double-wattled cassowaries are native to East Asia and Australia. They're the second fastest two-legged animal next to the relatives, the rhea and the ostrich. And over this next pen to the left-hand side of this pen, you will see the woolly-necked storks and the open-billed storks. And all the way to the right-hand side of the pen, you will see the secretary bird. The secretary birds get their name from the long plumes on their heads said to resemble the feather fans used by the secretaries in the 1800s. They are related to the eagle, and these birds are known to be poisonous insects in their native home of Africa. And over to the next bit to the far rear are the West African ground. Metro Zoo has had great success over the years in breeding this spectacular species. We'll be seeing more West African ground cranes later on our tour. And coming up on the left are the bantangs. The bantangs are thought to be the most beautiful of the wild oxen, and they're also called the Asian cows. We'll be learning more about the bantangs later on our tour. And over to this last pen to your left is the Dama gazelle. He is a male, he is 1 year old. Dama gazelles are native to East Asia and West Africa. He is basically waiting to be shipped to another zoo. The building to your left is a shipping stall, where livestock and antelopes are housed upon arrival or leaving the zoo. The stalls are designed to be a quiet and safe environment for the animals as they become accustomed to their keepers and their new routine at the zoo. And over to your right is the entrance to the crocodile and turtle breeding facility. Metro Zoo has had great success over the years in reptile breeding and conservation. And over to your left You will see the tortoise breeding paddock. The tortoises on display are the radiated tortoises with black and yellow spots, and not visible at the time of the current West tortoises. Each year brings young tortoises hatch here. Metro has also successfully bred Komodo dragons. Coming up to the next fence, all the way to the far front, to the right, is the male Cory bustard. Male Cory bustards are known to be the heaviest flying birds in the world. The males can reach up to 40 pounds in weight. These birds nest on the ground. They're reluctant to fly unless they're in serious danger. And over to your left is the Stanley crane, also known as the paradise crane. They're the national bird of South Africa. Courtship and cranes involve dancing. These birds vocalize loudly during mating season. And over to the next fence to the far front right is the Abyssinian ground hornbill. The male has a blue face and a red throat, and the female has a blue face and a blue throat. Because of lifetime nesting and mating habits, primitive tribes in Africa use hornbills as symbols of purity and marital fidelity. Now with the next fence to the back right is a double water crane. The double water cranes are one of the tallest cranes in the world, reaching a maximum height of 5.5 feet. These cranes are becoming rare as wetlands are drained for agricultural and development. And over to your left, you will see the bear saber. He is named Adam. He is basically here for retirement purposes, just like Mohan. So we're trying to find somebody that owns this card. Building to your right is the Bachelor Species Conservatory, a brooder and incubation facility. In this building, we hatch many young species of birds and horses. We'll be learning more about the bear sabers later on our tour. Over to your left-hand side, you will see Bush, an African black red. He was born in the wild. He is 30 years old, born 1977. He is a great breeder. He is basically here for that purpose. We'll be learning more about the African black rhino later on in our tour. And as we leave the conservation breeding center to your right is the quarantine building. Animals are held here for 30 to 60 days on arrival to the zoo. In this building, they are making sure they are free of infections with diseases or conditions that not on. And over to your left-hand side is the incinerator for animals. The disposal is after that. Metro Zoo is not very animal, but the sort of high water. The next building is an necropsy building for veterinary services on the animal craft. Here far left houses the tools and equipment to maintain the park, also known as the maintenance building. And building 8, to your left, is the kitchen where meals are prepared twice daily for the animals. The zoo's budget estimates at half $1 million annually. The preparation of food great for this fish and meat. And to your right is the Christopher A. Week National Study. Where smaller animals are taken care of, larger animals such as the bigger animals are taken care of on their side. Here at the Metro Zoo, the veterinarians are on call 24 hours a day. Vehicles going over this speed bump to your left is the Wings of Asia, the American Tractor's family aviary. The original aviary, which housed over 300 rare Asian birds, was destroyed by Hurricane Angela in 1992. The new aviary, the multi-million-dollar project, was reopened in May of 2003. The American Tractor's family aviary is the largest open-air Asian aviary in the Western Hemisphere, covering over 55,000 square feet. The free-flight aviary houses 400 exotic, rare, and endangered Asian birds, representing 70 species. Coming up on your left, well, deeper water here at the number 2 right hand side is the Asian elephant statue. We'll be learning more about the Asian elephants. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be talking here for just a moment to our first national talk. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if I may turn your attention to your right, you will see the Indian rhino. Here at the Metro Zoo, we have two species of rhinos, the Indian rhino and the African black rhino. Here in front of us is Suru. He is 10 years old. He is one of 3 male Indian rhinos here at the Metro Zoo. The other ones are Juanpur. He is on an exhibit. You will see him later on our tour. He is 17 years old. The other one, you've already seen him. His name is Mohan. He is in the Conservation Breeding Center. He is 39 years old. Only female is Kalu. She is 10 years old, not visible at this time. Typically, the Indian rhino lives on the continent of Asia, and some remote locations in India and Nepal. The Indian rhino in the wild lives in tall elephant grasslands near swampy places near rivers. They wallow in the shallow water and mud to cool off frequently during the day. They're the most aquatic of all the rhinos. Indian rhinos have one horn, unlike the African rhinos who have 2 horns. A rhinoceros horn is made of keratin, the same substance in your fingernails. If these horns are broken off, they will regrow. There are 5 different types of species of rhinos in the world today. The Indian rhino, the African black rhino, the white rhino, the Sumatran rhino, and the Javan rhino. The Javan rhino being the rare of the species. Well, this concludes our animal talk for today. Does anybody have any questions for me for the Indian rhino? very effective wood material for building foundations. Unfortunately, we can only do around 25 to 30 feet. That's what's called a tram. It's a very hard material. We already had animals. We work our way inside the park. Children will notice of the African crested porcupine. All the way to the left-hand side of this padding, you will see the African crested porcupine. The African crested porcupine is an ancient start rodent. The porcupine has sharp quills that cause a painful wound in their flesh, and they make these rodents appear larger. They're nocturnal animals, meaning they're active at night to rest during the day. And coming up on your right-hand side are the Andean condors. Andean condors are considered to be the world's largest flying birds, with a wingspan of up to 10 feet, weighing up to 35 pounds. These large vultures are found throughout South America, from Venezuela to southern tip of Chile. Andean condors have a lifespan of up to 50 years. And over to your right-hand side, you will see the Grevy's zebra. The Grevy's zebra are easily identified by the large round ears, narrow stripes, and wide belly. They're the most endangered of the zebras. And over to your left-hand side are the Garanuts. The Garanuts, with their exceptionally long necks, are well adapted for feeding on trees and leaves in small bushes by standing erect on their hind legs.
See them stand up like a little friend.
And over to your left is the okapi. We'll learn more about the okapi later on our tour. And coming up on your right is the San Pedro Giraffe Feeding Station, where you can feed our giraffes for just $2. San Pedro is named after an African national reserve in Africa. And also coming up on your right is our mixed paddock. On this paddock, you will see the reticulated giraffe, the ostrich, the vulturine guinea fowl, the grand gazelle, and the grand zebra. And over to your right are the reticulated giraffe. A giraffe is the world's tallest mammal, reaching a maximum height of 18.5 feet. The giraffe has a blue-black thumb that can extend up to 18 inches. The markings of a giraffe are unique to each individual, just like our human fingerprints. Coming up on your left-hand side is the African elephant. African elephants are the largest land animals, weighing up to 6 tons and stand about 10 feet tall. All of the African elephants are one of nature's largest land animals. They are thought of as very gentle animals that can easily. Their straight backs and big ears are larger than the arched back and smaller ears of the Asian elephant. Coming up on your right, you will see the greater kudu. The greater kudus are the second largest African antelopes, following the Eden. The males have an especially impressive appearance because of the long spiral horns that can extend up to 5.5 feet. The male is in the middle back of this paddock. Coming up on your left-hand side, you will see the African black rhinos. The black rhinos are in fact gray and not from the color of mud in which they wallow. Once widespread in regions of Africa, the black rhinos are now gravely endangered, killed for their horns, due to the mistaken belief that the horns have medical value. One major difference between the African black rhinos and the Indian rhinos is that the African black rhinos have 2 horns, unlike the Indian rhinos who have 1 horn. A rhinoceros horn is made of keratin, the same substance in your fingernails. If the horns are broken out, they will regrow. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our tram turnaround point up ahead of Monorail Station 4. Close to that station, you will find the guanaco, the rios, and the calabas monkeys. Also in this paddock, you will see the Thompson gazelles all the way to the right-hand side of this paddock. Thompson gazelles are also known as Tommies. They have black tails that are constantly switching from side to side. And these gazelles can sprint at least speeds up to 50 miles per hour when being chased by rabbits. And over to your right, are the African elephants. On this paddock houses 2 females Piekarski male, and our only male machito. He is the one with the longer tusks. One major difference between the African elephant and the Asian elephant is that all African elephants, both male and female, have a tusk, unlike the Asian elephant, which only the male Asian elephants have a tusk. As you'll notice to the left, all the way to the right-hand side of this paddock is the ostrich. The ostrich is one of the world's best-known birds. They have hoop-like feet that enable the bird to run at speeds up to 45 miles per hour, making them the fastest bird in the world. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be pausing here for just a moment to know our second animal talk of the day. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if I may turn your attention to your right-hand side, you will see the okapi. The okapi is the only living relative of the giraffe, but their necks are not nearly as long. The okapi has a blue-black tongue just like the giraffe that can extend up to 14 inches. They can use these tongues to scratch their backs. Due to its secretive nature of the okapi, very little is known of its lifestyle. The okapi was unknown to science until the early 1900s. The okapi's most striking feature It is black and white stripes over the legs and rump. And these act as counter shadings when out in the open earth areas. When out in the jungle, the okapi typically lives in the Congo in Africa in altitude to 1,600 to 3,300 feet. The okapi spends most of its day eating. They eat shoots, berries, and underbrush. Here on exhibit we have two females, Kiara and Kara. They're both 10 years old. Well, this concludes our animal talk for the okapi. Does anybody have any questions for me at this point? Tram is not the party. Please stay clear. And over to your left is the Grevy's zebra. The black and white stripes of the zebra act as camouflage, but running curves to confuse predators. And over to your left is the Andean condor. The Andean condor is Colombia's national bird. And to your right is the African crested porcupine, the sharp quills of a porcupine. It only has one police. And coming up on your left is the African oak, featuring the eastern yellow-billed hornbill and the white crested lapwing. And coming up on your left is our divided paddock. In the rear you will see the faster water bug, and at the front you will see the giant eland. The giant eland was also known as the largest antelopes in the world, reaching a maximum weight of 2,200 pounds. They are distinguishable from their common antelopes because of the large dewlap, the skin under their neck. And in the rear is the faster water bug. The faster water bugs come from Africa. They have a shiny appearance due to an oily secretion from glands in their skin. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be pausing here for just another moment to do our third animal topic today. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if I may turn your attention to your right-hand side, you will see the lowland gorilla. The lowland gorilla is the largest and most powerful of the ape family. Typically, the lowland gorilla lives in the Congo in Africa. The male gorilla is about 6 feet tall, weighing up to 500 pounds. The female is about 5 feet, weighing up to 200 pounds. The skeletal structure of a gorilla is much like that of a human, but the bones are thicker, the arms are longer, and the legs are shorter. The gorilla lacks curvatures in their spine. This results in a stooped position. Using their elbows instead of legs. The lowland gorillas travel in bands of 6 to 7 individuals, including one silverback male. The dominant male is known as silverback because the hair on his back turns gray with age. Gorilla populations are decreasing. They are on the verge of extinction. There's about 50,000 gorillas left in the wild in Africa, mostly eastern lowland gorillas. There's about 2,500 western lowland gorillas, and about 600 mountain gorillas left. Mountain gorillas are on the verge of extinction. Here in this paddock, we have JJ. He is the one looking at the camera. He is our silverback male. He is 30 years old. He's accompanied by 4 females and 1 young. paddock also has a beauty case for us close up of the lowland gorilla. Well, this concludes our animal talk for the lowland gorilla. Does anybody have any questions for me? Travis on the margin, please stay here. And coming up on your left-hand side are the lowland Nyalas. The lowland Nyalas are a perfect example of sexual dimorphism, meaning the males and females are different in appearance. Both are striped. The males have a tan coat. The females have a tan coat, while the males are gray with a shaggy mane. These small African antelopes are native to the southeastern parts of South Africa. Is one of the zoo's most popular exhibits is chimpanzees. Chimpanzees are very intelligent and lively animals that resemble man most closely. They share familiar characteristics such as problem-solving abilities, a high degree of parental care, grooming, and a variety of facial expressions. Of the few animals that use tools, the chimpanzees are the most skilled. They live in troops of 25 to 80, and each troop has a dominant male. Our dominant male here is named Baco. He is over 30 years old. And over to your left is the entrance to Monorail Station 3. If you look closely to your left-hand side, you will now see the pygmy hippos. The pygmy hippos are very rare. They're like their more common relative, the Nile hippopotamus, although very small. They're about 3 feet tall. They can weigh up to 600 pounds. On this paddock, it is Honey. She is on the right-hand side. She is 55 years old. And Kelsey, she is on the left-hand side. She is 25 years old. Pygmy hippos are very territorial. That's the reason for the divided paddock. These pygmy hippos can stay out of the water for 6 hours until the skin starts to dry. Over to your right-hand side is the Oasis Grill, which is the largest concession stand here at the zoo, with a large variety of food and beverages. Also in this area, you will find the Children's Black Center and the Children's Fun Center. And our new Slush Factory. Coming over the next bench to your left is the black howler monkeys towards the rear. The black howler monkeys have a special bone structure that enables them to round by to make loud calls. Also at the very top of those guys, you will see the squirrel monkeys. Squirrel monkeys are native to the tropical rainforest of South Africa. These tiny monkeys have tails longer than their bodies. And over to your right-hand side are the bear tapers. The bear tapers are native to Central and South America. These tapers are nocturnal, meaning that they are active at night, resting during the day. Tapir has long noses that resemble anteaters, but are actually related to horse and rhino. Coming up on your left-hand side are the Arabian oryx. The Arabian oryx is the smallest of the oryx. These animals are especially adapted to the desert. Their white coats reflect the sun, while their dark legs absorb heat from the ground very cold early mornings. These animals hold the mystical legend of the unicorn, because when viewed from the side, they appear to only have one horn. And coming up on your right hand side are the antique hours. These boots can weigh up to 2,200 pounds and stand 6 feet tall. On exhibit is a female Gretchen. She's accompanied by a male Gunther. They are both 10 years old. Coming up on your right are the white-faced Sankey monkeys. These tropical monkeys come from the tropical rainforests of Brazil. They're very social monkeys living in large family groups. And over on the left, you will see the Gamsbok. The Gamsbok live in Africa, both males and females have sharply pointed horns that can extend up to 4.5 feet. Their striking facial markings have made them prized hunting trophies. The Gamsbok's acute sense of smell enables them to detect rainfall at great distances. They can travel over 60 miles in one day to reach water and fresh water. And coming up on the right, you will see the spotted hyenas. The spotted hyenas are the largest members of the hyena family. They live in social groups known as clans, which contain 30 or 40 individuals. Females are larger than the males, and often the most senior or the largest in the matriarch or clan leader. Spotted hyenas operate to a greater degree than the other two species of hyenas. However, they will scavenge if the opportunity presents itself. They have the most powerful jaws in the animal kingdom. This enables them to crush even the largest bones like twigs. Coming up on your left, you will see the sable antelopes. The sable antelopes are the third largest African antelopes following the hyenas and the greater kudus. The sable antelopes have an especially impressive appearance because of the long curved horns that can extend up to 4.5 feet. The black coats of the male are a striking contrast to the rich reddish brown coats of the female. Coming up on your right are the dromedary camels. The dromedary camels were once found throughout the region, but are now extinct in the wild. They are now common in all areas of the world and used as a means of transportation. The dromedary camels have one hump while the Bactrian camel has 2 humps. Coming up on your left, the goiter gazelle, all the way to the left-hand side, very tiny gazelle. He is named as goiter. He is named goiter gazelle because of the large and larynx. And over on the right-hand side is the male guy. The males are known as blue bulls. Due to the blue grayish coat they develop as they mature. They can weigh up to 600 pounds. They're the largest of the Asiatic antelopes. Coming up on your right hand side are the Bactrian camels. The back-trained camels have two humps, unlike the dromedary camels, which have only one hump. Back-trained camels have the ability to survive a water loss exceeding 40% of their body weight. These animals have a tolerance for extreme temperatures. On exhibit is one female jet because she is 7 years old, and she's accompanied by one male jet, who is 16 years old. And coming up on your left houses the Asiatic black bears and the black bears, not visible at this time. Actually, he's all the way to the right hand side of this side, the Asiatic black bear. Take a close look. The Asiatic black bears are known as bull bears due to a white crest on their chest. These birds are excellent climbers. And to your right is the entrance to the Komodo dragon. The Komodo dragon is the largest and most powerful species of lizard. Introduced home to one of the largest bears, Komodo dragons, in the country. We have an adult bear from Indonesia. In 1998, the female laid 30 eggs, of which 27 hatched. Baby dragons are said to do worldwide. And also coming up to your left is the Cape hunting dog, also known as the African wild dog. Although relatively small, these Cape hunting dogs can bring down adult zebras and wild beasts by hunting in packs of up to 30. The females give birth to large litters, as many as 16 pups. And to your right is the Asian Herbalife exhibit. Right now the Asian Herbalife exhibit is not available due to some maintenance. And over to the left-hand side are the onagers. The onagers are native to the desert plains of northern Iran. They're related to the horse. The onagers are also known as the Persian wild donkey. And coming up on your right hand side will be the banteng. The banteng are thought to be the most beautiful of the wild dogs. They're also called the Asian cow. Both may reach 5.5 feet in the shoulders and weigh up to 1,800 pounds. The males are larger and darker compared to the females. Loss of habitat and hunting threatens their 25-year lifespan. Coming up on your left-hand side is the zoo's most popular exhibit, the African lions. African lions are also known as the king of the beasts. They are nocturnal animals. They sleep and rest 18 to 20 hours a day and are active at night. Lions are social animals that live in prides of 5 to 30 individuals. Some prides include a single male, while others have as many as 4. Lions become the hunt at dusk. They have excellent eyesight and can see very well in the dark. On exhibit, you will see 2 females. They were raised here together at the Metro Zoo. They both weigh 325 pounds. They're 20 years old. And over to your right houses the Indian rhino, and a very rare of this paddock. The Indian rhinos are generally very solitary, except for temporary male-female association when mating. The average normal lifespan of a rhino is 47 years. A rhinoceros horn is made of keratin, the same substance in your fingernails. If these horns are broken out, they will regrow. to the left, all the way to the left-hand side of this map, is the black neck storks. The black neck storks are native to East Asia and Australia.
I'll tell you exactly more.
These storks live near lakes and rivers. Fish or frogs make up their diet. Metro Zoo is home to the only pair of black neck storks in the country. The way to tell the difference between the male and the female is that the female has beautiful golden eyes. And over to your right, the entrance to the monorail station. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be pausing here on our next exhibit to do our last and final stop. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if I may turn your attention to your right-hand side, you will see the Asian elephant. The Asian elephants typically live on the continent of Asia. On exhibit, we have one male. He is named Dao. He was born in captivity and weighs about 12,000 pounds. He is the one with the tusk. And he is accompanied by Nellie. She is our female. She is 38 years old. She was born in the wild and weighs about 9,500 pounds. One major difference between the Asian elephant and the African elephant is that only the male Asian elephants have a tusk. Unlike the African elephant, in which all African elephants, both male and female, have a tusk. The most interesting feature of the elephant is its trunk. The trunk has nearly 150,000 muscles in it, and this trunk can be used for many purposes. For picking up very small objects, a finger at the end of its trunk allows the elephant to pick up very small objects, just like we do our human fingers. And you'll notice from time to time the Asian elephant flaps its ears from side to side. This is because they are either excited or to communicate to other elephants. Or to circulate blood throughout its body, because the elephants have little to no sweat glands. The skin color of the elephant is dark grayish black. But the skin color of the elephant is determined by the color of the area soil. This is due because the elephant throws mud over its back to repel insects, because it has very sensitive skin. Typically in the wild, the male elephants are called bulls and the females are called cows. Well, this concludes our animal talk for today. Does anybody have any questions for me at this time? Traffic not departing, please stay clear. Coming up on your left-hand side, it is Commerce Bank Children's Zoo, which features a snack bar, Diego's Discovery Event, the Diego Show. The Diego Show times are weekdays 1:30 and weekends 1:30 and 2:30. Also, the Commerce Bank Children's Zoo is an interactive exhibit Zoo, which features all mammals, reptiles, and amphibians. And over to your right is the entrance to the wings of Asia, and also you will see the American Raccoon Family Aviary. Over 90,000 square feet of woven stainless steel mesh was imported from China to form the enclosure. The mesh staying is made from rich stretch galvanized steel. This suspension and it supports the negative 45 cells. The supporting structure is carrying American winds of up to 140 pounds per hour. Available on the wings of Asia is a very holding capacity of 45 that can be held remaining for the party to run. Please call our sales office for additional information. Coming up on your left, all the way to the left-hand side of this fence, is the Malayan saber. There are 4 species of sabers of Metro Zoo's home to 2 species, the Malayan sabers and the bear sabers. The Malayan sabers being the larger of the species. They are distinguishable from their other sabers because of black and white saddles over their background. And also coming up on your left are the Cuban crocodiles. Cuban crocodiles are the smallest of the crocodile family, and they are the fastest moving. They're the most endangered of the crocodiles, and preserved in the use of to assure their survival and over on your right is the lowland antelope in the rear of this rabbit. These small cattle, the largest of the wildlife cattle. The largest of the wild cattle species. And coming up on your right is the Malayan saber. Malayan sunbears, sorry. The sunbears get their name from the creepy yellow mark on their chest, which is said to represent the rising sun. They are the smallest of their family and are known to be a lover of honey, also known as the honey bear. The orangutan. The orangutan is the second largest primate to the gorilla. They're very shy and solitary and slow moving. These animals are very territorial. Males and females do not live together in the wild. Coming up on your left, you will see the white-headed gibbon. The white-headed gibbon are also known as the aerial acrobats of the animal kingdom. Their small hands, long hooks, while moving swiftly through the trees in a method of movement called brachiation. And to the right island, swinging from most branches, is the Simax. The Simax are very territorial. They mark their territories by making loud whoops and cries, usually in the mornings and evenings. And over on the right-hand side is Monorail Station 1, where you can begin your overhead view of the park for just $3 per red-stamp ticket all day. So Station 1 are the lemurs, the cyanide, the white-headed gibbons, the Bengal tigers, and Dr. Roswell. Well, this concludes our tour. I hope it has been both educational and entertaining. Please continue to enjoy your day here at the Metro Zoo, and thank you for riding Metro Zoo's Tram. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Okay, awesome.